Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial. Today we are going to build a contact app and integrate Firebase storage and Firebase data with it. So without a further ado, let's get right into it. First of all, we'll create a new project. My contacts, copy your package name, and meanwhile it's building, we'll go to Firebase console, my contact, continue, create project. And just so let you know that the layouts that I am using in this, I have made another project and I'm going to use those layouts. So I will explain when I am done with copy pasting the old layouts, because just to save time I'm I'm going to use the layouts that I had used in the previous project. This rest folder I'll delete. Yes, and I'm here. So we are building an app on Android, so that is why we will choose Android and copy our package name here. This is our package name at the top of every and signing certificate we will get from here. Gradle, double click, Android, double click, signing report. SHA1, copy it, paste it here, and remove the semicolon and the word SHA and register app. So here from the old project I have copied the dependencies, which I will let you know later that what is the function of each dependency. For now, just follow me along. And please note that whenever you are working with Firebase, make sure that in preferences, and in plugins, you have Firebase installed. If you don't have Firebase installed on your Android Studio, then the app will not work. So since I already have it installed, that is why I see it in here. Okay, so yeah, this is the dependency for the permissions, that we would need a permission to access the camera and storage of phone. And this is for displaying images, glide library, so we can display images faster. This is for circle image view, and this is for storage. This is for Firebase database, and this is for Firebase login or authentication. So that was about the dependencies. I now have downloaded a JSON file from Firebase console, and I'm going to come to my app folder and paste it here. Okay, great. And now here what I'm going to do is I'm going to press next after the copy is successful, and take this dependency and go to my project file of Gradle, and I'll not sync it now because one more is remaining. So here I'll come and add the plugin which will be outside. Okay, sync now. And I think I have to enable Android X because this is using Android X. Some of our dependencies are built on Android X, so I'll just paste it ahead time in case it gives me an error. And as you can see, our layout files have been added here already, and yeah, we have one menu file also which we will work on later. So let's wait for the project to build. Okay, yeah, it's giving me an error about and make sure to change from signing report to app here because otherwise our app will not run. So I think by now our project has been successfully synced, and here I will press next and you can skip this step. So here you are, go in authentication, and here we will choose the method that we want to use for our users to be able to sign in. I'm working with email only right now, and I have made previous tutorials where I have worked on Google also, so you can see that. And I'll come in database here and create a database, enable, and here we have to set the rules to, you can set if the user is authenticated, only then allow the user to write and read from the database, but I'm just writing true for now so that anyone can add it, but this is not the best practice. So our database is ready, our authentication is ready, so let's get right to our layouts, and I'll explain quickly what each layout is doing. This layout is helping us when we add the contact. This is the login activity, sign in activity you can say. This is the profile activity of the user. This is the main activity where we will use recycler view to display our contacts, and this is the floating button that takes us to the add contact activity. This is the register account. The user who is using the app has a separate activity that helps him or her to add the account. And this is our start activity where we see two buttons, sign in and sign up. And lastly, chat item, that that is the layout for our recycler view item, that we are taking name, image, and the number and email, where these two buttons will help us. With the help of intent, we will be able to directly direct it to dialer or email. Perfect. So now I'm going to create some activities, and yeah, I'm going to create, we have a start activity, and we have let's just wait for it to register account activity. We have login activity, and we have profile activity, and lastly we have add account activity, where we are adding the data of the contact. Sorry, it's add contact. So when we have created these activities, it is auto generating the layout files, but we had already imported the layout files for this. So what I'll do, I will delete the newly generated layout files, which are here by the name of 2. Yeah, so if you are not copying pasting, then obviously you will use these files, but since I have copy pasted the files, so I will go here and I will remove the 2 from here. And this was because we had gone to Android X, so that error was about that. Okay, registered account, and now we'll go to our manifest file and take some permissions beforehand. Wi-Fi state, camera, internet, write external storage, and read external storage. Okay, perfect. And some more changes. We want our start activity to start first, where we see the buttons for login, sign up and sign in, and we don't want the main activity to start first. So that is why what I have done here is I have made a change here. So here the launcher intent filter will be applied to start activity. And yeah, that's it for now. And let's go to yeah, that's pretty much about it. And we will go to our colors, where I'll tell you what colors I've been using here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And we'll directly go to start activity, where we have 2 buttons in the layout: login and register. You can name it like sign in and sign up, but whatever is coming in my mind, I'm just okay. uh, what was the button name? We'll go to activity start. The button name here is sign in and sign up. Okay, so we'll cast it accordingly. Okay, and we will apply login.set on click listener, start activity, new intent, start activity, this, and what login activity. We want the user to be directed to login activity, and I'm going to use this again. Just change the button and register account. Okay, perfect. Now what is going to happen is that I'm going to take one code snippet beforehand. We don't need this now. But if the user is already logged in, then we don't want the start activity to start. We want directly the main activities to start. So that is why Firebase user Firebase user Firebase authentication get current user. If Firebase user is not null, then start activity main activity. This code snippet will come later, but I have just made it beforehand. Okay, perfect. Now I'll go to the now I will go to the uh, register account activity, and here we have edit text, et username, et password, et email, and we have a button for register account, and I'm going to take a Firebase user also. We might need it. Okay, let's just leave it for now. Perfect. So what I'm going to do here is I will cast my views real quick. Find view by ID, et username, uh, regis username. Okay, and let's just change it real quick. Et password, et email, sorry, regist email, regist password. Perfect. And the button is register account, register account button. And yeah, one more thing, we have a image view also, circle image view, and we will map that also, because once we are creating the account we are using image register image account. Okay, and here what I'm going to do is apply on click listener to listen the click and check. Let's just take some strings also. Username, email, password, username et, username get text, to string, and I'll just copy paste it. One more time. Okay, and email, et email. So we are storing the text from the edit texts to strings. Now, if text utils is empty, if username is empty, we want to make sure that these fields are required. If text utils password is empty, else if text utils email is empty, else if password dot length is less than 6, we want to set errors. Okay, so what I'll do here is et username, if it's empty, then set an error required. Okay, et password, if it's empty, then it should say required. Et email, similar. And if the password is less than 5 characters or numbers, then we want it to throw the error password must be more than 6 or 6. Okay, if all these conditions are false, then register account passing username and password and email. We will create a helper method. Sorry guys, okay. Sign up user. Okay, so I'll create a helper method real quick, and here I'm going to take a Firebase auth mauth member class variable, mauth Firebase authentication, and the instance. Okay, so now what we are doing here is we will create user with email and password. Email, password, add on success listener. Perfect. Now our user has been registered, and what we will do here is we will take a database reference, Firebase database, get instance, get reference. Okay, reference, and we will create a hash map here, object hash map, and new hash map put username is username, hash map put email is email, hash map put image URL is going to we will work on that later, so let's just type image URL for now. So I'll just leave it here, and hash map the ID of the user who has registered. I will just take another Firebase user, and we will come here and Firebase user, Firebase auth get instance, get current user. We want the user ID to be stored in our database, and here we will reference.child. The child we want is users, and we want our user to be installed to be added by user ID. Each user should be given and set value hash map. Now if this is successful, Then we will apply add-on success listener and finish this activity and send a toast message. User, or you can say successfully registered. Perfect. Now we have to work with image. So we will get right into it. Sorry, this tutorial is getting a little bit longer, or I should just end it and we will take it from here in the next tutorial. Thank you guys. See you.